So they want 1.3 million. They're okay with that.
They gave us until 8 o'clock tonight.
You knew that someone died for you and did not have to do that and did not owe you anything. How much more would you want to live your life to honor that individual? See you. If you're new here, my name is Richard. I am an 8-figure entrepreneur based in Puerto Rico. And today I just want to pull the curtain back and show you behind the scenes of what exactly a day looks like for a 24-year-old who runs a $10 million a year company, who wants to help a lot of people and really, really loves God. And by the way, throughout the day, I also want to just give you a little golden nugget in terms of these high performance lessons. And the first lesson being, I wake generally around 5:30 every single morning. And for the first 3 hours, I don't do anything but work on my business. And I call this the magic morning time. And the reason why it's so magical is because there's literally no one messaging me. There's no one calling me. I'm not checking email. I just got done with 3 hours of work and no one was here bothering me. So super productive time. I'm gonna grab breakfast right now, so let's head downstairs and let's get the day going.
Okay, how are you? It's muy feo.
So having breakfast every single morning, I always delay my breakfast for as long as it possibly can. So if I wake up at 5, I generally have breakfast at 9. And the reason why I do that is because the moment you start eating, your body starts to send blood flow into your stomach, which means your body takes away a lot of energy and blood to digest the food. So if you ever had like a really big lunch and then you feel really sleepy afterwards, I call that a food coma, right? And you can't focus. And so I delay my breakfast till after my deep work session so I can get my 4 hours of work done and stay really, really focused. The second thing I do is, you notice how my breakfast is really light? I'm literally just having a fruit smoothie. This is pure 100% fruit and water, and then 4 or 5 eggs here. Delay your food until as late as possible, number 1, and number 2, eat smaller meals in the morning.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So every single morning after breakfast, I typically like to walk outside in the sunshine, and it's pretty much my backyard, the golf course. The home that I'm renting is worth about $4 million. It's a relatively smaller house. But right across the way over there, about 200 meters from where I live, there's these homes that are literally worth $40 million a piece. You can see this. And they're all owned by billionaires. And so it's also just really inspirational to be a part of this neighborhood and see other business owners that have built incredible kingdoms and empires for themselves. And it's also a huge inspiration for an up-and-coming entrepreneur like myself. I got a couple wins on my side. First off, celebrate Ray for fighting that close, Alex for fighting your close. Great job on not letting those guys go. That was epic. Second win, I got Andrea. Andrea, say hi.
Hi.
Andrea in person from Puerto Rico is in town. And we are shooting a YouTube video. Say team, what's up? Say hi to the channel. Say hi to our whole audience.
What's up, channel? Hey, hello YouTube. Hello.
We are here because we are running an online university that we want to grow to become the leading education institution that can provide ordinary people with the extraordinary opportunity to create income. I want you to see yourself in them. I want you to see the opportunity that you have to change someone's life, because you letting them off the phone or you letting them sell themselves out of an opportunity that could completely change their lives. Guys, you see our testimonials. You see the 5-star reviews that come through. Ray literally just told you one example of a guy he sold that's making $7,000 a month doing this stuff. So when we set that target, remember that that income that we're pushing for is just a reflection of the impact that you guys have within the lives of every single one of these potential clients. You guys get what I'm saying?
He didn't really a whole lot of digging in his funds, but I did bring that up.
I run an online university. It's called Impact Clients University. And the first coaching program that is inside of it is called the Setter Certification Program, which is where we train ordinary individuals, 9-to-5ers, university students, on how to make a full-time income online, $5,000 to $7,000 a month, just working inside the DMs of a business owner, and they just kind of send messages from the phone. And by the way, I don't have enough time in this video because I actually have to take a job interview right now. We're actually hiring salespeople for our company, but I do have my most popular YouTube video that breaks down the best business opportunities this year that you can get started with to make a full-time income online in as little as the next 4 to 6 weeks. That's my best YouTube video. I'll leave it as the first link down in the description. Feel free to watch that video once you're done enjoying this video. Let's jump on this interview. on the phone with my real estate agent in the process of buying a house right now. So what changed? It was they want to sell as an LLC, but then now they don't. So they want 1.0 million. They're okay with that. And just so I'm clear, they now want to sell it just as anyone else normally would. They're just going to sell under the personal name.
They agreed on our price, so we need to answer the terms, and that's it. They gave us until 8 o'clock tonight just to counter the original offer.
The only piece of equipment or jewelry, whatever you want to call it, that a man should be using. Watches. You know that moment where you're going at 100% of everything that you got, and you feel like you can literally not do anymore, otherwise you're gonna start getting low blood pressure, you're gonna start losing your sight, you feel a little like you wanna throw up and vomit. That is the exact separation where 99% of people are gonna give up, and that's where high performers keep freaking pushing. I treat that way in my business. I treat that when there's problems with my relationship with my wife. There's a line that I live by, which is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And if I don't give my absolute best at the gym, then how am I gonna give my best in my business? Remember, the next time you hit the gym, you're not hitting the gym for your health, you're hitting it for your future self. No, it's better to have more B-roll. Ain't that right? Okay, so because we had to get shots on the car on the way here, we have to get shots on the drone on the way back, which means that Andre behind the camera is making me run freaking 2 times in this hottest weather. These next drone shots, you can thank Andre for. Enjoy. Let me call Christina first.
Hola, ¿cómo está, Richard?
Bien, gracias por esperar. Perdón, terminé una reunión muy importante. Acepté el trato finalmente para comprar la casa.
Ajá.
¿Cómo se dice? Which I want to buy, la cual quiero comprar.
La cual quiero comprar,
Es
exactamente.
difícil. Esta época de mi vida es muy loco con actividades. Quiero introducirte a mi videógrafo, Andrea.
Hola.
Sí, está bien.
Pero me voy a arreglar más, entonces.
Ok.
Nos vemos el jueves, ¿ok?
Ok, nos vemos jueves.
Okay. Adiós, Richard.
Ok, gracias, Adel. Chao.
Bye, bye.
Ok. Ella se puso rojo después.
Sí.
Yeah, so just had a really awesome Spanish class. For context, I have been speaking and practicing Spanish now for the last year and 5 months or so. And the reason why I want to learn Spanish, number one, my wife is Brazilian. She speaks Spanish and Portuguese, and so I want to be able to communicate with her really effectively. In fact, we only speak Spanish at home. Secondly, I really want to become trilingual. I am fluent in English, Mandarin Chinese, 我可以跟你讲中文. And now I'm basically fluent in Spanish after a year and a half of studying. But this ties into another high performance lesson. I'm going to give you the 4th high performance lesson, which is, look, it's okay to have personal projects. If you like watching TV, if you like having date nights, if you like, doing fun things, playing video games, that's all good. But delay them to the very end of your day. I see too many people that want to prioritize working on their business or learning a skill set so they can start their side hustle. But they're watching television or they're doing their personal projects, and it might be productive projects like learning a new language, but they do them first. Yeah. You want to eat outside? This is a non-negotiable for me, which is to spend time with my wife. What did you make in English?
Okay, it's oriental meat, vegetables, and rice.
Okay, so she made some pretty good food. So we're gonna enjoy this time and enjoy this incredible, beautiful view that we've been super blessed with. I mean, que Dios gracias por ese día, por un día muy productivo. que pudimos hacer mucho contenido y que hubo muchos logros y progreso en el negocio. Dios, gracias por esta comida y por la experiencia juntos. Estamos muy gratos que podamos pasar tiempo con Andrea también como amigos. Y gracias para todos y os oramos en el nombre de Jesús.
Amén. Gracias, amor.
Control de calidad.
Boom, roasted. Boom, roasted. Boom, roasted.
Yo, so dinner was freaking awesome. Super thankful for my wife for cooking that up. And right now I'm about to head into the Iron Bible Study. This is a non-negotiable Bible study that happens every single week. And I actually co-founded this group about 2 years ago because I personally was feeling really lonely as a faith-based entrepreneur because I just saw all these people online making a lot of money, but I just wasn't seeing them putting God first. That's the 5th high performance lesson I want to share with you, right? Which is, well, you already know, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're not happy with your income, you're not happy with your environment, the place in life that you're currently at, change your environment. And that's something I hold myself accountable to. No matter how busy I get, I have to be on this Bible study every single Tuesday. So let's jump into this. Dude, can I bounce off of that? Do you guys know that song, Heart of God by Hillsong Worship? Where it goes, Lord, your kindness leads us to repentance, that one line. That's my favorite line of that entire song. Because that part implies that repentance, like Colin said, is not forced out of obligation or forced because of fear. It is truly because of God's love, as if you knew that someone died for you and did not have to do that and did not owe you anything, how much more would you want to live your life to honor that individual for the rest of your life, right? It's like,
fear from like a horror movie is different for the fear I have for my father. Like I'm not actually scared of I respect my dad. Right?
Man, I love this man. He is my superior. He does everything for me. He sacrifices everything for me. It's reverence. That's what fear about is. All right, so just finished the Bible study, and man, I gotta say, I freaking love those guys. This Bible study is what keeps me sane. It's what keeps me humble. It's what allows for me to get closer to God on a weekly basis. And I got this DM today on my Instagram. I'll put it right here. And I get some variation of this DM 5 to 10 times a day, pretty much at the minimum daily. And it's, Richard, how did you go from a broke college student that you always talk about in 2020, didn't really have any money, and how did you become a 8-figure entrepreneur in just a few short years? Don't compare what you need to do with what I'm currently doing today. What you should do instead is start with learning one skill set, a skill set that can make you your first $5,000 a month online. Don't think about making 100K, $1 million a month. Just get to your first $5,000 a month online. And that's why my most popular YouTube video that breaks down the best 5-6 business models that you can get started today, that over the next 30 days, 60 days could get you to your first $5,000 a month. I also share you the skill set that I first did 4 years ago that got me to my first $5,000 a month, which I still think is one of the best ways to be able to create income online. I'll leave that video right down below. Hopefully we'll hang out on that video over there. And again, remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Consider hitting that subscribe button. I will see you in the next video. Peace.